Taavi Komonen was a Finnish-Canadian athlete, who mainly competed in marathon running. He won the Boston Marathon in 1934. Career. Taavi Komonen was born in Kaakkois-Suomi, Karelia, which then belonged to Finland but was invaded by the Soviet Union during World War II. He worked as a farmer and carpenter in Finland before moving to Toronto, Canada in 1929. In Canada, his first name was anglicized to Dave. In Toronto he looked for work in the construction industry, but because of the Great Depression and his lack of English he did not find a steady job and was unemployed for periods of time. He competed in the Boston Marathon for the first time in 1931 and finished 7th in the race. The same year he won the Canadian National Marathon Championship. In 1932, he returned to Finland to compete in the Olympic trials in Viborg, but did not finish the race and consequently was not selected for the Finnish Olympic team. Komonen returned to Toronto, and in 1933 placed second in the Boston Marathon. The winner, Les Pawson, defeated Komonen easily, 2 hours 31 minutes and 1 second to 2 hours 36 minutes and 4 seconds. After the race, Komonen sold his running shoes for $4 to pay for a ticket back to Toronto. The same year, Komonen won his second Canadian National Marathon Championship. He also competed in the United States National Marathon Championship and won that race in 2 hours 53 minutes and 43 seconds, although Mel Porter, who ran 2 hours 53 minutes and 46 seconds, was recognized as the national champion. On account of these three races, Komonen was awarded the Lionel Conacher Award as Canada's Male Athlete of the Year. Despite his success, Komonen was struggling with financial problems. He decided to move to Sudbury, Ontario, where there was a major Finnish community. In Sudbury he was employed as a carpenter at the fruit mine. He also received financial aid, making possible his trip to Boston in 1934. This time Komonen was overwhelmingly successful. His winning time of 2 hours 32 minutes and 53 seconds was almost 4 minutes faster than that of runner-up Johnny Kelly. Early leader Willie Steiner was third in 2 hours 40 minutes and 29 seconds. On May 5, 1934, 5 years to the day from Komonen's arrival in Canada, he filed naturalization papers, aiming to compete in the 1934 British Empire Games in London. However, Canadian law required a 3-month waiting period for citizenship, meaning that Komonen would miss by 3 weeks the marathon trial scheduled for July. He was initially allowed to compete in the trial on the understanding that his citizenship papers would be finalized before the Games. However, public pressure forced Komonen to drop out of the trial and he failed to qualify for the Games. In October 1934, Komonen won his third Canadian National Marathon Championship. After 1934, Komonen still competed, but his best years were past. He lived in Sudbury until 1951 when he returned to Finland. He died on April 19, 1978, exactly 54 years after his victory in Boston.